ODCA is all about giving the end user, the enterprise, a voice in the marketplace about cloud.
At the moment, there are some inhibitors in being able to have the flexibility and agility in the cloud.
So if you're running one vendor's virtual machine here, why can't I pick that up and put it into another vendor's hypervisor?
The hypervisor interoperability usage model is all about giving us the flexibility to move workloads regardless of the underlying implementation of the technology.
Which will allow the vendors to truly open their hypervisors to allow us cross-domain compatibility.
Want open standards that's going to substantially reduce our time to market and also reduce our total cost of ownership.
Whether it's in my own data center or whether it's in a service provider's data center, I shouldn't have to care about the differences. I should only care about the commonality.
Many people talk about computer resources, network resources, but sometimes they forget I/O.
It's the next frontier in terms of some of the performance characteristics that it offers to us and in terms of some of the agility in moving data around behind the scenes.
讲到这个问题，就是说，由于我们虚拟化以后的话，这个大家虚拟的技术不太一样，所以说呢，在中间的话 ，I/O 如何处理 I/O 的问题，大家的采用的这种方式不一样。
The I/O control model is all about providing us with a set of specifications for the I/O subsystems within a service provider. What we're asking the providers for here is to surface a little bit more detail about how they're doing I/O and give us options over the sort of quality of service that lies behind the scenes. Let's have choices over how we decide to configure our systems within the service provider's envelope so that we've exercised that control and we've achieved for ourselves that level of due diligence over doing the right thing for our applications.
And if you go more into the direction of virtualization, it's much more necessary to get an overview about the I/O. Transparency is the first step, and if you do have transparency, you can manage.
We're beginning to deliver right now, and the last phase is to get massive adoption. Whether the service providers will listen and be compliant to these usage models, to me seems to be the biggest slam dunk that I've ever seen.